enjoyed for the past 8 years. You know, many of you have been up here, many of you have seen the treehouse, many of you spent time up here with me. It's where I wrote all my books from, all 5 of my books from. It's been standing since September, 2 weeks after September 11th, 2001 is when we built it, and it was open for business. So every house that we built since that date was designed in the treehouse. And I'm a firm believer that you should never lose the little boy or little girl inside. And as a businessman or woman, what's rewarded in business today? Creativity and ingenuity. And this is where I find it. I wasn't trained as an author, but I've got over 1,500 words under my belt up in this treehouse. I wasn't trained as an architect. We've designed some beautiful homes from here. So finding a place that's conducive to drawing out your creativity and inspiring that and your ingenuity, this has been it for me for the last 8+ years. Before the disaster in Haiti, which we're all very well aware of, we had planned on this date being a target date on the calendar for us having to move the treehouse. And we have been in, for those of you who don't know, we were in a lengthy legal dispute with the city over the location of the treehouse. And it was a battle that went all the way to the state Supreme Court, as silly as that sounds. A lot of resources were wasted. For those of you who supported us throughout that fight, I thank you. But, you know, I think the takeaway here is some things in life are worth fighting for. And while I was certainly in the wrong when we added plumbing and electricity to what was a little playhouse, and I probably should have got a permit, we apologize for that and have tried to move on for many years. And finally, about a year ago, we came to the agreement with the city that we would move it out from in front of my house to its new location, which is really 35 feet southwest of where you see it now. So it's not blocking the view of the historic home. But for a little girl, my daughter, Laura, who's 11, who started playing in here when she was 3, her lesson was, yes, you know, Daddy, so why is the city fighting us? And why do we have to go through all this aggravation? Some things in life are worth fighting for. This treehouse was very important to me until we realized what happened over in Haiti. And I think metaphorically, what we're fighting for here, after this event and after this treehouse is moved, we're getting on a plane with 10 world-class search and rescue individuals, 3 who are here from Colorado. Rob, where are you at? Rob here, world-class search and rescue team member. Eric Miller.
He's on the phone.
And Ginger.
I'm sorry, I'm on.
And Ginger, who I believe is a doctor. And then we've got 3 Del Rey search and rescue guys that were trained, 2 West Palm Beach firefighters that are going to go over with us. We're going to be one of the first to take off domestically here and land in Port-au-Prince and get out and try to save some of these people, children that are buried in the rubble. So just as much as this has been worth fighting for, that's so much more important. This pales in comparison. But one 5 or 6 word statement I want to leave you with today. Compassion, like you see on the television set for people in Haiti, compassion without action is a waste of emotion. Compassion without action is a waste of emotion. So you can feel something about what you see on television, but you've got to do something about it. And we're blessed to have the ability to get a couple of charter planes and get over there. And for those of you who have donated to come today, and many of you have donated more than $25, feel real good knowing that even at the $25 level, you will have donated enough to provide 250 meals to folks in Haiti who have no food. If you've donated $250, that's 2,500 meals, and so on. So you felt compassion. You may want to be entertained by this thing flying a little bit, but you'll also act on that compassion. Remember that next time something like that hits your heart. So we fly here shortly, right, George? We're going to fly, and then more importantly, we're going to fly later down to Haiti. Leaving, if you want to see us off, we're going to be at the Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport at 2:30. We take off on 2 separate planes. Rob, Eric, Ginger, our local guys, and 1 media person. We'll be down there trying to do our best to save some lives. So I want to thank the crew for putting this together, for allowing me to be up here, taking the risk, and George, and the general contracting firm Dale Construction, and really all you guys who made your donations to come and witness what's a pretty exciting event. So, nothing else spared. Let's crank it up and let's fly.